Hi, my name is Kane Polikoff. I'm the practice leader for CohnReznick's Client Advisory Services practice, and I'm extremely excited to have the fortunate to sit next to Michelle Voyer. And I've been working with you for the past 2.5 years. It's been amazing. If you want to do a brief introduction, that would be great.
Hi everybody, I'm Michelle Voyer. I'm a director within Client Advisory Services at CohnReznick, and my primary role is geared towards software solutions, technology, AI, and automation.
So when you meet with different executives, they may come from non-for-profit, real estate, hospitality, renewable energy. So do you change your approach depending on what vertical they're in, or how do you handle that?
Yeah, I think our approach remains pretty constant. However, we do have our specialization within certain industries, and I think what we found is there are definitely specific challenges related to each industry. And so, for example, if you're looking at retail or hospitality and restaurants, point of sale systems, obviously, that's the first thing. You have to make sure that there's controls in place there, that it's talking to the financial systems, and that there's a high level of accuracy with the data that's being exchanged. And other examples would be in not-for-profit with grant management and grant tracking, also renewable energy space where there's a lot of project management and making sure that you're tracking the projects the right way, and also tracking the money the right way. There can be different investors in different projects and different buckets of money to make sure that it's being tracked properly. So there's absolutely industry-specific challenges, and then we pair that with the size of the client, as well as what is their current tech stack, and what are the greatest gaps currently in their finance organization.
What do you think some of those gaps are when you talk to them? I mean, what do you see? I mean, when you look at it from a people side, are you finding that the staff is efficient? Are they not efficient? What are they coming to you with?
We definitely see mixed situations. I think sometimes you have a really highly skilled staff, but that just doesn't have the right tools, and they're really just trying to keep up with all of the volume with antiquated systems. And then you have a little bit of the opposite situation that you sometimes see, where maybe the system upgrade has actually happened, but it hasn't been fully implemented or implemented the right way by the staff. So we really take an approach where we assess the situation. And I know we hear assessments so much, but we've developed an approach to where it's very specialized, it's tailored to the client, and it's streamlined, and it's also not highly time consuming for the client. So we tend to do analysis that spans maybe 2 to 3 weeks for initial discovery, and then you're able to take that and make some really informed recommendations as far as what to tackle first and where those next steps might lead them.
And when we think about, you're talking a little bit about talent constraints, and it's too bad because you would think everybody would want to become accountants because there's a lot of fun that comes into it. It's exciting time to be part of that. And the challenges out there is the constraints. Not a lot of young kids coming out of college that want to get into accounting, which causes impacts to businesses that we work with. And how are you addressing that today with your clients?
Yeah, with the talent constraints, I think that it depends. When we're talking about people coming out of college, or even just people that are maybe on the earlier side of their career path, I think the biggest thing that we've heard from the controllership level, maybe a step below, maybe a step above, is just needing the right tools to do their job. I think there comes a high level of frustration for people that are coming through the door and either have to do things extremely manually or with the wrong tools. And they can see it with their eyes wide open coming in that there's issues there. And I think if they feel supported by leadership and they feel part of the change management process, that's a great way to retain them. And I think that it's one of those things here within the industry that if that becomes the norm, then I think it becomes a lot more friendly of a place just overall to be in from a career path wise.
But when you think about as becoming an extension of their team or augmenting capacity, I think you talked about not enough people to do the work. If it's manual, you haven't put the right technology automation in place. From a change management, how do you entice or get the staff that's currently there to feel comfortable to know that 1 + 1 = 3 instead of 1 + 1 = 0? And how do you handle that, and how do you communicate that with the staff to make them get excited about the change and knowing that it's going to allow them to do more with less?
I I think being realistic and also really knowing your staff well, and knowing those that are really going to gravitate towards something like a change in systems, or towards an initiative to document and change your workflows and processes, and those that are happy, coming in, doing their job, and maybe they'll be on the tail end of the change. And so just knowing who your champions are going to be. And if you don't know that, I think one approach that we've seen be very successful is you kind of get everyone together and you explain what you're trying to do and why, and you'll have people raise their hand and come to you and let you know that they want to be your champion, and it's great for their career path and growth, and also not really making those that are not really eager. It could be where they're at in their life, or wherever they are currently, and it's okay to not, everybody doesn't have to be a champion.
True, so you've gone in, you've met with the executives, you've identified the tech stack, you have now all the right people in the right seats knowing what they need to do, and you have controls and separation of duties and everything there. What are the outcomes that these organizations should see? What is the value now going through this process, and how should they, when they look at where they were before, now look at where they are today, what should they expect?
Yeah. I would say the baseline outcome, if we're looking at it from a financial perspective, is on time, accurate, and quality financials. And it's such a table stakes item, but it's something that I would say is the biggest challenge that gets presented. That all of these issues that we've discussed with the finance department not being structured the right way, or the processes and workflows not being in place, or the technology being wrong, the underlying pain that the executives are feeling is lack of visibility to where their business stands, and lack of ability to make informed, confident business decisions based on the information being provided to them. So one of the outputs is an increase in or a decrease in the time to close, but also are they getting quality financial statements? I think we just spoke with someone the other day, and they said, yeah, I think I'm going to get my financials around like the 12th of the month, but I expect them to come with 3 or 4 pages of notes for me to thumb through, right? So I think just measuring how is that month-end close process going, how quick is it, how many errors there are, and then of course there is really time savings at the end of the day that hopefully everyone throughout the process in your organization can gain back. So we measure hours a lot, is how many hours did this process take them previously versus where it takes them today, and reinvesting that time and energy into initiatives that's really going to bring that organization forward, whether it's sales or operations.